All right, guys. So Buckley versus Covington. I'm gonna be honest. I tried making this video, but I just did not care enough. I just did not care enough. The last fight, I was able to watch the Shavkat film, 5 fights of Shavkat. Those are fun. I was having a great time. This, you think I want to watch Colby Covington film? 5 rounds after 5 rounds after 5 rounds of him fighting Leon Edwards,
No, God,
of him
please,
fighting
no.
Jorge Masvidal. You think I want to study film and then come over here and talk about, oh, well, if you look at the jab placement, it's very interesting. Dude, guys, no, I didn't care. I'm sorry. But now I'll do it because I've been summoned. I think I just got to do this, I'm not doing. Let's get to this fight. Joaquin Buckley versus Colby Covington. Now, originally, this fight was Joaquin Buckley versus Ian Garry, Buck versus Cuck. That's what it was going to be, but they switched it around on us. Now it's Tyler, the Creator, versus Officer who turned his body cam off. Wow, dude. That actually looks like Colby Covington. That's the crazy part. Why does that... Speaking of, Doppelgangers Part 2 video is coming soon. Got like 20 more Doppelgangers. So that'll be coming out in the next few weeks. Look out for that. Anyways, I was watching the press conferences today. Buckley, he was actually pretty likable in his press conference. Pretty humble. Pretty confident, but not cringy confident. He had a great take on the Shavkat fight. He said, they didn't really put on a show. Shavkat was kind of content to hug it out. Garry didn't really let it fly. I would agree with that. I feel like if Garry really let it fly, he could have won the fight. And I feel like if Shavkat really went for it and was a little more aggressive in the grappling, he could have probably gotten a finish. He was giving some really good takes, and then he ended it out by saying he thinks Belal beats Shavkat by finish.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Luckily the interview ended after that. That's when the spaghetti brain took over. I'm glad they just, cut it off after they said, okay, all right, Tyler, the Creator, get out of here. Go eat a cockroach or something. Then, Colby Covington came on. Sir, you know why I stopped you today? Look, you know how fast you were driving today? Colby Covington came on, and, now that we know it's a skit, it was a little more bearable. I watch Colby Covington the way I watch SNL. I got to know, hey, it's just a skit. That's not Steve Harvey. That's Kenan Thompson. That's not Donald Trump. That's Alec Baldwin. That's it. But, bro, Colby Covington, he talked for 25 minutes. I don't think he said one true thing. Like, even down to the most minute details. He was saying Tampa's a 3-hour drive from Miami. Bro, it's not a 3-hour drive from Miami. Why would you lie about something? So he said when he was fighting Leon Edwards, he said that he got hypoxia or something from the altitude. He said it was 9,000 square feet above sea level.
Huh? A training camp in Breckenridge, Colorado, because the altitude is like 9,000 square feet above sea level.
Huh? All right. Started off by saying LeBron was going to Diddy parties. That's where he crossed the line, dudes. Don't talk about my GOAT like that. Anyways, fun fight, right? Loudest mouth in the UFC versus biggest mouth in the UFC. So let's look at the stats. Joaquin Buckley, 14 wins by knockout, 5-fight win streak, 4.13 significant strikes per minute. I think this is interesting. I'm about to surprise y'all. Look at this. Colby Covington has less strikes per minute. Would you ever guess that Mr. Volume, Mr. Cardio has less significant strikes landed per minute than Joaquin Buckley?
Wow.
Now, I will say he has a higher, almost 3 times as many takedowns per minute, per 15 minutes than Joaquin Buckley, which I think is pretty significant. Other than that, I don't think there's much that we can gain from looking at these stats other than Colby Covington. Definitely a decision master. But I'm going to look at Joaquin Buckley, what he does pretty well and what I think he'll probably do in this fight, okay? So Joaquin Buckley, he is a gamer. He does have a brain. He studies film. He prepares specifically for every single fighter that he fights against. And I just saw a video where he said he just watched Wonder Boy's YouTube channel before the Wonder Boy fight and learned all his moves, and that's why he was able to knock him out. So let's see what some of these moves were. He did this combo, he did this method until he knocked out Wonder Boy in the fight. Now he has like a Mike Tyson style, bob and weave, roll and duck, hook fighting style. He comes in and he blocks that first check hook. He knows that check hook is coming when he rushes in. Look how much space he covers also. That's one step, guys. That's one step. So he blocks that check hook, comes in with a straight, comes in with a hook. He misses the hook. Then he transitions to a takedown. And he does this over and over and over in that fight. Their striking numbers were pretty much identical in the Wonderboy Thompson fight. And then we'll see, this is what he uses to knock out Wonderboy. He gets clipped by the check hook. Throws another hook, reloads. Bam, hits him on the chin. Fight over. I don't expect him to do this exact same game plan with Colby. Like I said, he switches his game plan up for different opponents. For the Nursultan Ruzaboyev fight, Nursultan liked to throw these flying knees, and he caught every single flying knee. He would catch him in midair and then run him and take him down and ground and pound the heck out of him. He relies on his explosiveness, and he relies on this bob and weave Mike Tyson style because he is a shorter welterweight. So now Colby Covington, what does Colby Covington do well? We know he does volume, pace, cardio very well. He's always moving forward. He's always throwing straight punches out there. You're always at risk for a takedown attempt. Like we saw, he has very high takedown percentage. And he was able to execute this game plan on Tyron Woodley. Man, y'all like how technical I'm sounding? I'm sounding like the UFC should hire me right now. I'm just surprising myself. You know, after a long day of working at Doo-Doo Dynamics, I come home. I didn't even get a gas station hot dog today. No diddy. I didn't even stop at the gas station for a liquid death. I just came straight here and started yapping, talking about this. If you look at how he executed his game plan. Guys, I don't talk like this in real life. Man, only for y'all. Anyways, he was able to execute this game plan on Tyron Woodley. I think this was because Tyron Woodley, at this point in his career, was kind of content, complacent, thought that he could just sit around and wait to counterstrike. And if you sit around and wait to counterstrike against Colby Covington, you're going to lose the fight. You're just going to lose the fight. Now, I will say in this fight, it was a lot of mushing, a lot of pushing, a lot of smushing. And a lot of Colby Covington fights end up like this. As he is a guy who likes to press and try to get a takedown, he's going to end up mushing and pushing and smushing. And I think in this fight, it was just because Tyron Woodley was just so strong and he has such a strong wrestler base and such good takedown defense. They ended up on the fence a lot of the time. But for a guy like Masvidal, yeah, he took him down. He had his way with him, like Griffith and the King. In Berserk, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Now, I will say, Colby Covington, he's kind of sloppy. He likes to throw these sloppy overhands.
What is that?
You see that with Tyron Woodley, that with Kamaru Usman. Here's another one with Kamaru Usman.
Who you fighting?
Now, he's successful with them. These do land. They never knock anybody out. They literally never knock anybody out, but they do land and they do add up. If I were Buckley, I would probably watch the film. I'd probably see this. And bob and weave, block with the elbow, uppercut. You see, Tyron Woodley was throwing one too. If I were Buckley, that's what I would do. I'd come up with a game plan in the striking, figure out the patterns that Colby Covington likes to throw.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Come up with a game plan. What am I? Who do I think I am? Henry Hoof? I mean, I'm just telling you obvious things, I guess, right now. As opposed to, I'm not going to try to get any more technical than this. Here's what I'll say about this fight. Colby Covington is 36 years old. He's fought once a year for the last 4 years. Joaquin Buckley is 30 years old. He's arguably the most explosive fighter in the welterweight division. He has 14 wins by knockout. He's on a 5-fight winning streak. He's hungry. Colby Covington has already had his title fights. Joaquin Buckley is hungry for the title fights. Colby's strengths, they get canceled out by Buckley and his strengths. It's going to be hard to take Buckley down. Buckley is also a wrestler. It's going to be hard to hold Buckley down. He's the most explosive welterweight. If Colby wins, I think it'll be by decision on the feet. But I feel like his speed difference, age difference, hunger difference, it's going to leave him open. He's probably going to get knocked out by Buckley. And I think Buckley is going to get the win. That's what I think. Y'all let me know what you think. Thanks for all the people subscribing. Thanks for getting me to 5K. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're not taking me too seriously. I am no guru. I'm just a guy who likes yapping about MMA. But all right, peace.